Today we're going on a tunnel tour, that's right. We're going underground. If you are anywhere in or near Toronto, you're probably well aware that they're putting in a subway line clear across Eglinton Avenue. Here's the map. It's going to go from Mount Dennis Station all the way east to Kennedy. And today we've got the privilege of taking a tour of the current construction status at the proposed Avenue Road subway station. It is April 3rd, 2019, and this will be a great record of the condition of the construction at today's date. With that being said, let's go.
Kind of a rough overview. So the two shafts here, this is what we call the secondary entrance, and the big one at the corner there at Avenue Road is the main entrance. So when you're underground in the actual station, what's sort of the public space of the platform level is really between this entrance and that entrance. In addition, at this station, we have to mine the cavern 260 meters that way past this entrance so that there's a crossover track and a pocket track. So that gives them the flexibility when they're running the trains to stage an additional train in off hours and then allow them to switch between the eastbound and westbound rails. So although the platform here isn't any bigger than any of the other stations, that crossover track makes it much longer than most of the average stations. So we'll head down here. In the final building, this entrance will be only stairs coming up, so keep that in mind as you come back up. That entrance will be escalators coming up. So in total, there'll be 4 escalators going down inside that shaft, and then there's a 5th escalator you have to take down from the concourse level down into the platform.
And stairs only, no elevator, nothing in?
It's the elevator and the escalators are that one. This one will be stairs.
It's going to be a quiet entrance.
So keep that in mind when you're taking the train. You want to be at the front of the train when you're going this way.
Whoa! Let's go to Heights, are you? Yeah. It's a good thing there's a big fence here. Wow. Really? So this is where you take your tag. You leave your tag here. Oh, a bunch of stuff there. I didn't see that one. Meters down. warmer down here.
Yeah, not too bad down here.
It's less windy for some reason.
Alright, so this is why I'm coming down here. One thing to keep in mind when we go, after we go in and are coming out, there's a couple of red beacons that flash on the side of the entryway there. That's indicating that there's a crane pit coming overhead. So just keep your eyes out before you walk straight out into the shaft. Here we're loading the concrete that's used for the initial lining. So just to explain this mining sequence a little bit, what we did first is we excavated this shaft out, and then part of the mining sequence includes what we call a pipe umbrella. So you see all these pipes that form this arch at the top of this opening. What we do with those is we drill them forward about 15 meters, and that gives us a pre-support, so that when we start actually excavating, the soil's above that arc that's supported by the pipes. So those are all injected with grout. And then we advance typically in a 1.5 meter advance in small sections. So the whole section here, you're looking at this entire oval, was actually excavated in 6 different pieces. So we did the upper third in 2, the middle bench in 1, and then the bottom in 2 more pieces. And I'll explain a little bit more of that inside the main cavern. So where we're standing here, it will be public space in the final station. This will be where you'll take the stairs and circle all the way under the shaft to surface. And then you're walking out here actually a little bit above the train. So you'll go into here at what we call the concourse slab, and then take another set of stairs down the platform. All right.
Well, it's changed a lot since the last time I was here.
Wow.
You changed too, actually. I was hoping when I've done the break from that side for 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Why does it go down like that?
I don't know. It's that. Why does it go down like that?
So what we do here, like that tunnel down there, so I don't know if you can see my laser, it points that far. So you see the TBM tunnel down there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So more or less there's probably another 1.5 meters you can't quite see from where that fill is.
Right.
So it's a fair bit below us still where the actual trains will run, because the trains will run basically on the bottom of the TBM tunnel. So we have to build a flat slab underneath that to support everything, and there's a whole bunch of conduit and duct banks.
So where we're standing now is going to be lower too.
We're standing above platform level right now.
Oh, above platform level.
This is the main tunnel.
That's heading towards the main entrance, right? That's the TBM tunnel. So this is done in two sections, of top heading and then an invert. So we advanced the top headings here about 80 meters towards the main entrance, and then we're coming through with the invert now. But then we come back and we have to excavate the central drift afterwards. And all these different stages in the sequence is designed to minimize the amount of settlement that happens on surface. So we work with small pockets of excavation that we can quickly support, spray on the shotcrete lining. So this is all spray applied concrete. And then we seal everything up so that we can then start the next round. But we're always only opening very small pockets of ground at one time.
How big were the initial port?
They're 6 meters in diameter. So if you want to see the TBM tunnel, we go down here.
Yeah. No. What?
What's the last station?
So going that way goes all the way to Kennedy. Is the last
Kennedy. Is
station.
it completed? Like, is it all done? This
So
much done?
the TBM tunnel going that way stops at Yonge Street. So the TTC wouldn't allow them to drive the TBM tunnels underneath the stations. So when they drove the first drive from Weston Road, they came to Allen Road, picked the machine up, dropped it in a shaft on the other side of Allen Road.
Right.
Mine and
I watched that.
the machines are actually still in here.
Oh, they
so
are?
the machines are sitting inside Yonge
They had
Station.
a name,
right
didn't
now.
they? Alfred or something?
I can't remember what these two are named.
But is it all the way to Wharton already? Is the tunnel done?
So the tunnel will then stop on this side of the station box at Yonge Street,
Right, at Yonge.
and then on the other side at Holly Street, just east of Yonge,
Right, and then
there's
start
another
again.
shaft there where the tunnels continue.
Oh, it's still going though.
But then it becomes
It's
above
the
ground.
tunneling is done.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where does it become above ground again?
Just past Laird, like
Just past
near
Laird.
Leslie. It pops above ground and then goes underground again at Don
Oh, it
Mills.
goes above ground. Oh.
So it kind of rises in the river there, and then it goes underground at Don Mills, and then it pops out again before the Don Valley.
Good. So is this the level that the track will be at, basically?
Yeah, you're pretty close to it here.
Pretty close. And this isn't the shape the tunnel boring machine left, this oval shape, right?
The circle down here is the shape, the tunnel boring machine.
I can see the kind of circle-ish
Yeah.
shape there.
So we do this ridge that gets left behind on the top here is so that we can drill that pre-support. So that machine back there is the one that drills those pipes at the crown for us. And then we kind of drill it in a fan shape, and then we excavate underneath them, and then we drill another set of pipes.
Don't go too high, eh? I think there's something up there. The lighting is great. You wouldn't know you were inside.
So here the guys are installing dewatering wells. So there's dewatering installed from surface. If we were to turn all the dewatering pumps off right now, this entire cabin would fill with water.
Really?
It would feel pretty much ready to stop.
So they'll be running forever.
No, they only run during the construction, during the mining. And then once we finish mining, the final structure, so this isn't the final walls, like we actually do cast in place concrete that forms an arch inside this thing. So we'll apply a membrane of waterproofing on this and then pour the concrete, and then at that point we can turn off all the dewatering. So it'll be underwater, but it'll be impermeable.
But there'll still be spots where water comes in places where you'd have to pump it.
There will still be, there's a sump in this station, and there
Yeah.
will still be some infiltration. So this is the liners from the TBM tunnel.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
So it was two machines, 6 meter diameter machines, and then we basically excavated out all the rings in this tunnel. But it's a little bit more This was done by the tunnel boring machine. So this was done before we started excavating this station. So those were done in the So you can't really see, there's a bulkhead about 300 meters that way, 200 meters that way. Then there's still about another 100 meters until you get to Yonge Station. So our distance from here to Yonge, like we would be standing east of Oriole Parkway, where we are right here.
So not that far. We can't keep walking that way, I guess.
Now we have ventilation off
Here
here.
I thought,
We're looking at east.
yeah, I got that now.
Yeah.
That wall back there is where?
That wall back there would be just past LaSalle's.
Oh, okay.
So that's just past the community center. Yeah, so every one of the TDM lines, there's those three lines. They just keep the rings in and they just one and a half meter rounds. Yeah, like all the water that turned off right now, water will fill up pretty much the entire.
That's crazy.
Above the ground.
We turned on the water.
The dewatering. So that's all the pumping that's being done to the wells and surface. What these guys here are still on behind us. No, it's all soil. So this is all soft ground mining, which is probably some of the most challenging ground conditions you could have.
Is it
it's all sand like this. If you get like a nice dense clay, it makes it easy because you can excavate, it stands up forever. But here we have to be very quick with our cycle times to make sure that we excavate and spray the shotcrete. Right.
Where does that go?
That's so that's going through the initial lining. So that's what they'll install the dewatering on the side now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so the train's pretty much in the bottom of that section. We're a little bit above the bottom.
Kind of see it.
I'm surprised that it's only like 20 billion, and it's even more than that.
5 billion.
What 5 billion?
5 billion for this.
That's the whole
For our
budget?
part.
Portion of it,
For our
yeah.
portion, yeah. For the
5 billion.
station.
Why, that's nothing. Yeah, but the
Tell
total
Metro-
is
you should
20.
tell Metrolinx that.
The total is 20 billion. The total, though, is 20 billion, right?
I don't think so, no.
No, I think
No,
Because the tunnel contracts were 300 and 400 million.
That's it.
So, but that's just on the construction. There may be more in the engineering and
maybe
everything
like
as well.
8, max.
Design.
Must be $20 an hour for everybody.
10 or minimum.
That's what
14.
we're going to cut your rates in, Murphy.
That's what it feels like, right?
Geez, you think it'd be way more than that. Over like so many years. Like what, like 6 years?
You already got some graffiti happening.
Well, that's stay. No,
What is that? What is that? What is that pin for anyway? What is that?
That won't stay. They're concrete.
Those are there usually just as temporary hangers, like for this cable.
Oh,
just
I
keep
see.
the cable up off the floor so they don't run over it with the machine.
Like hanging, putting a nail in the wall in your garage.
The framework above us that's been sprayed over.
So everywhere you see one of these bridges is where we would have drilled the pipes for, and then we spray. So there's about 400 millimeters of shotcrete that's sprayed on there. And this is all fiber reinforced. So there's no actual rebar, except for in the connections, like where we actually, here there's a joint, like where you can see all those roughness here. So this is where we would have done the top heading piece, and then we would have gone down and done the invert. But the rest of this has no rebar. So it's fiber reinforced concrete.
That's obviously stronger than rebar.
Or equivalent. Yeah.
And it doesn't rust.
And it doesn't rust. This stuff doesn't. This is Kevlar fiber. Sometimes they do use steel fiber.
So it definitely costs more.
It's an expensive product.
Yeah.
Why is the elevation up and down like this with this?
This is mainly just because of the staging. So we have to advance that section up there is what we call top heading. So we have to advance that and keep that always at least 15 meters above what we call the invert. So this invert piece is sort of an isolate, like its own excavation sequence. And we try not to, we don't want to get in a situation where we mine too far down one top heading because we run out of, like the amount of time it takes if we had a problem to back machines out and bring other machines in is a long time. So we're starting now to go back and do the central drift, which is what the guys are working on in the middle, that center pillar, so that we can start breaking out this wall, because this wall will start to get demolished as we go forward. Yeah, and it gives us more room for logistics.
So
How does the dewatering happen?
So there's dewatering on surface. So those are pretty much the same design as a regular drinking well. They drill a casing down and they put filter sand around it, and there's a submersible pump in them. So that's how they do it from
is
the
that
surface.
what these are here?
These are slightly different. So these are dewatering well points. So that blue tank there is tied to a vacuum pump, which is basically like just a big compressor creating negative pressure inside there. And then this is all tied to a header which goes to these individual small well points and creates suction. It just draws the water out of the soil.
Interesting. So eventually this wall on this side will be broken out.
This one will get destroyed. Yeah.
And
This is the permanent wall, and this is the temporary.
At the junction there, it looks like they're tunneling in
Yeah,
in between. Is
the
it going to be like carve at the middle and then break it out, or is it going to be break it right out?
We'll probably advance about 30 meters and then break the walls.
Oh, okay. And the overall diameter is 22 meters, I think.
Yeah.
Once it's done.
This is
a big tunnel.
section. For an urban tunnel, this is a very large section.
Is there a crossover for the tracks?
That's on this side. So where we are now is we're out of the public space.
Right.
So the public space for platforms over there, and the crossover is up behind us.
Okay. That's why it's so big here, because they need a
That's
crossover.
the length.
Is it? How many crossovers are there between?
Sure.
I guess,
Laird has one. I think Young has one. Forest Hill, I think, has one. Every other station maybe has one.
Yeah. Wow, that looks, that's just crazy. So that's an original tunnel. That's an original tunnel over there, and this is excavating between them, and then you'll knock all the walls down and hope nothing collapses. I'm sure somebody's figured out that. Oh, we got some traffic. You know, I was wondering about these machines without the windows and driving around in the winter, but I guess it's because
They're mainly meant for underground.
So this is basically a cement truck,
Yeah.
but it's small enough to open the tunnels, basically. That's what it is. So when I see them on the surface,
So we use them in the winter a lot on the surface because the problem we have is timing. So if there's issues where we can't leave the load sitting in a mixer truck for too many hours on top, it starts to cool down. So usually we'll transfer them into these,
smaller
park them in
batches.
those little shacks and try to keep them warm.
So smaller batches on the surface for temperature reasons and down here because
But we always have to have it available because when they're excavating a face, if there's any sort of instability, they have to be ready to spray it right away. We get them. Is this just hard clay marks or is this rock that was being excavated? It's concrete.
Oh, that's concrete. It looks like it's been.
These would all be drilled piles.
Oh, right, because they drilled the piles,
Yeah.
made a box basically underground, and then dug the middle of that.
We're gonna try to take a group photo, okay?
Okay, sure,
And then
yeah.
Shliza will send it to all of us.
Sure.
How's that?
Sounds good. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, Shalisa's works in an office as you know, so she'll make sure we get a copy.
Sure.
Okay? You good?
Yeah.
Shaliza will
Go up here and take one down on us. It looks really cool.
Thomas, huh?
get us a copy.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm taking a group photo.
Good, just like a lot of activity. I'm fine. Ready?
All right.
Holy shit. Isn't that too far away? How's
Group photo.
We can circulate it.
No, we have to go up the stairs?
Yeah. Go to the left. All right. I'll wait with you. step from a 34. Thank you. Can we take a little break?
Yeah, take a breather.
That's a lot of steps.
What did you get to counting?
I lost count.
50 something, I think?
Yeah, 60, about 60.
Just let the heart calm a little bit and then no rush.
You know, he's a champion swimmer.
Yeah? Wow.
He's got trophies.
Cool.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part. 50 years ago. Almost there. Almost there, Russell. Want to take a break? How many more we got?
This is it. 1.5.
1.5 flights, Russ. You're good. Oh, wow. What's up there? Can we look?
That's just the back entrance.
Oh, I see.
You want to come up to the
Oh. Somebody took mine.
I moved it over to here, so that's probably yours.
I didn't read the tag
Yeah.
in, tag out business. Mine was 15. That's not mine, but
This is one other person's.
we didn't leave anybody behind. What number
I
is
don't
that?
think so. I don't know. E15.
Okay, that was mine. This is
Okay, I'll bring
Not
that.
that it matters
There's
too
no other
much.
visitors on, right? Someone must have just forgot to grab this.
Uh-oh. Better find out, though. We're watching the news at
Sorry?
watching the 11 o'clock news about some visitor
Yeah.
got left behind in a tunnel.
Tour gone wrong.
All right. And we're out. Let's take a look over here. Oh yeah, rain's coming up, huh?